Hello, 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 everyone. It's your boy Concise. We are here to talk about my first impressions when it comes to the Andis GTX EXO 2. So, to me, this is somewhat of the third edition of the Andis GTX. So, because we had the Andis GTX, then the black label version came out. Now we have these. These recently just dropped, and I used them for the first time, and I am going to talk about them. And I also have the other ones as well to really give you guys somewhat like what I think. Now, I have to be honest with you. This isn't my concise review, so it's not going to be really, really in depth. But I think this can probably give you enough, honestly, to still make a decision if this is something that you want to pick up or not. So, first thing is first, right? One of the things, and I don't mind talking about this right now, is that I like what they did right here on the grooves. So these grooves, they protrude out, but these actually like dig in, right? So low key, that's grip. Low key, that's kind of some grip. Now, is it more grippable than the original? Surprisingly, yeah. Surprisingly, like this is more slippery than these. Somehow, some way. I'm not, whoever has these, you guys let me know what y'all think. But for me, um, it has more grip. And also because of this in the indentions that this has in the back and in the front. Now, this is I'm not going to compare it to uh like the cyborg trimmer that has like a real strong indention all around the trimmer. The T45s has some healthy indentions and probably fits, way better in hand for some people. But for it to be an Andis trimmer, for this to have some groove to it and not just a round body, you know what I mean? And it's just solid without no indentions. I think this is not a problem. What this kind of reminds me of? If y'all ever seen Tomb Raider, the liquid bull that was fighting Tomb Raider. This is that's what this looks like a little bit to me. Um, I'll tell you, I would say three different hair textures today, and they perform um fairly well. I'm not mad at how they perform. Now I can tell some of the differences of the cutting blade and how they like zero gap this thing, man. This thing is like completely zero gap. I'm gonna show I got this on Instagram as well. So I got two of y'all. Of course, I'm gonna have to zoom in, right? I'm gonna have to zoom in. I gotta do this stupid stuff, right? Okay, here we go. So it's completely zero gap. I have to say that I do like where this is zero gap. I do like that. I don't know if they all come this way. If they all come this way, I think this is at a place like this. Okay, so one of my clients, he has sensitive skin. I can tell that it gave him just a little bit of redness, but not much. And it was in an area where most people probably can get red at, right? Where this is at, some people might pull it back, but me, I'm keeping this as is. Had no problems at all, to be honest. Now these are still good. Don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna show y'all something what I think is kind of a little bit different. The power button is different. They sound basically the same. It's very, very comparable when it comes to decibels and weight. I'll show you guys that in a concise review. But it's it's a trimmer. I'll say it like this: it's a very interesting trimmer. And for those that are going to say, "Well, I'm not going to pick that up because it's just like the other ones." Well, okay, that's fine. You could say that, but it has a different motor in it and the blade setup. I would definitely say that you might want to consider trying them out. If you're not going to buy them, if there's anybody that's going to get them, try them out. Like if they don't mind you trying them out, I think they're. How can I say it? And I'll say this in a concise review. When these came out, I said this before. I think the Enforce, I love the blade. That's how they should have came out. That's how they should have came out with the Black Label. The Black Label, when they came out with this version, that's how they should have came out originally. Now, this is part 2. This is an upgrade. I will tell y'all that. This is an upgrade. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It is an upgrade. Somebody asked me earlier, is this an upgrade to the Black Label? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And like I said, I did some tests. I did some tests so far. First impression, it surprised me in some things. It definitely did. Especially in the sound, how it cuts. How it cuts is like, okay, this is what I'm talking about. You have that type of experience with it. Like, okay, I'm liking how this is feeling. So if I was y'all, I would definitely give them a shot. Now, somebody asked me the price, is it worth it? Okay. For me, it's in I'm not sure if it's worth it for you, but is it worth it for me? Yeah, it's worth it for me. Is this something like if I tried this and I had to get another one because like how it performs, I would. But not everybody will say that, to be honest. So, when I do my review, and you see how it cuts the hair and everything like that, you want to make your decision at that time, that's fine. But is it worth it? It's all subjective. There's somebody out there that's like, yo, somebody said they got them yesterday or today. Just they seen them. They was on my live. I was on Instagram live, and they seen how they was cutting. They was like, yo, I'm about to pick them up, and they said they got them. So yeah, it all depends on you at that point. The power, yeah, it's there. Surprisingly, I like how it, like, I ain't gonna say how it feels and looks, but I do. But me, the shiny chromeness, I kind of wish they would have went matte, but it's okay. You know what I mean? And I would say this. When it came to this, for some reason, I don't know why I thought they was going to do something different, but maybe this is just something that this is a product of theirs that they're just going to keep the OG feel, but keep enhancing it internally. So it could be one of those. Now they did give us the phenoms. They gave us something new. This might be one of those things that just keep going down the line, having a part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who knows? But they're not the trimmer that probably everybody respected, courted. They're probably not going to let go of this, because nostalgia and it's a part of what made Andis and some things. So yeah, let me see what y'all talking about. You said Enforce too loud. Good evening, everyone. What's going on? So it's basically a new cover with the Enforce blade. No, it's not a new cover with just the Enforce blade. Like I said, there are some differences, and also even how it cuts. Like, yeah, does it make it in the category of overall trimmer? It does. It definitely does. And now, so I told y'all my top 4. It's the JRL Onyx, the T45s, the Andis Phenoms, and the High Vis. Those are my top 4. I mean, I only used it for one day. But it is easily comparable so far to one of those trimmers I just mentioned. So we'll see how it lines up. It's easily comparable to one of those top 4. Matter of fact, I wonder what one do you think it's comparable to? What's the difference between the motors in the first GTX compared to part 2? Well, if you're talking about this one, this is a brushless. This is a brushless motor. Crispy lines or what? Crispy lines, yeah. It gives out crispy lines. The Black Label one does too, but this gives out crispy lines. I know there was one thing I was talking about this thing. And I think tomorrow, matter of fact, I'll probably speak more on it about tomorrow. But I'm going to see how well it does like runtime wise. I'm gonna see. I don't think I'm gonna let it charge at all. I'm just gonna rock this thing, and I'm gonna tell y'all how long. Because I take my time with my lineups. I don't mind that. I'm just gonna see how many cuts I can do with how I cut, because everybody's different. You know, some of y'all probably use your trimmers for 5 to 10 minutes. Me, I probably use mine's about 15. Who is you have to zero gap to hit? I'm not touching these. I'm keeping these. Honestly, I'm keeping these as is. I'm not touching these at all. I'm not trying to adjust this at all. This is a type of trimmer that's set up that you don't have to touch. I had at least about 4 trimmers like that so far. This is the 5th one. I'm not touching this. How this is perfectly set. Yeah. I have to decide, am I buying those Exos or spend 150 more and buy the Giro Diamantes combo set? I haven't tried the Diamantes yet, but I definitely will say that they're very. I can see how they can be comparable in a sense. I haven't used those trimmers, but that's not a bad comparison. I would have to say, if you're going to pick this up, just use my discount code Concise10. Save yourself some money. That's all I'm saying. But do I think it's worth it? Yeah. If you're on the market, let me say it like that. If you're on the market for a trimmer, you need something, you need an all-around trimmer, I think it's worth buying. What are the RPMs on it? 7,200 RPMs. What type of blade? It's the Enforce blade. Sorry, y'all can't see it. Enforce blade. Nope. You don't have to zero gap this thing at all. So that's what I do. I don't touch the blades. Yeah, you don't have to touch these blades now. I didn't have to touch these. I didn't have to touch these. I had to touch these, but I definitely didn't have to touch these at all. Thanks for sharing the Phenom review. Is my real go-to most of the time, but I can get this for my hitter. Some hairstyles, you can. You can. This could be set up for that. Maybe it's compared to the Tomb 45 trimmer. Could be. What makes it an upgrade? Well, for one, the motor. It being a brushless motor. So when you think about that, the lifespan of the trimmer, the power of the trimmer, how that power coincides with the blades, how well they cut. So now I might be able to cut better with different textures. Also, you got to think about the sound. Does the sound change at all? Yeah, there's a few things that I could think of that could make it an upgrade. There's a few, like, I mean, I'm telling y'all some stuff, but I ain't, I can go deeper into some things. But yeah, y'all see. Y'all will get to know more. But I just wanted to do this just to let y'all know. First impression, I'm not mad at it at all. Not at all. More power, more with brushes. Yeah. Runtime 3. Hour and a half. Hour and a half. That's the runtime, so-called. I'm going to test it more so tomorrow and see how it lasts all day. And I kind of use my trimmer for quite some time because I don't mind using my trimmer. Like I do a lot with my trimmer. I don't just do lineups. For anybody that see me like go live on IG, you'll see that I do more than just cutting hair. Get faded cuts and styles. Did you use a discount code? Did you use anybody discount code? Just ordered mine yesterday. I got those Bayless Nano trimmers. They hit also. The blue ones, the compact trimmers, they do hit. They do hit. I actually just did a test with them live on IG with these trimmers. I wanted to test it on a certain type of like area. Yeah. But most of the times when I'm doing first impressions, I don't talk much about it on the first day. But with these I can. I can talk about them. And maybe I'm going ahead of myself, but if they do, what would it be, a GTX Exo 3? If they do a 3, I know what the 3. Yeah, I know what they can do with the 3. Nothing wrong with the 2. Before anybody be like, oh, he's talking about the 3 already. It's more about preference at the end of the day. This is a question to Concise and the barbers in here. I want to buy new lamps. What's the best barber lighting in 2025, brightness wise? Square lamps, ring lamps, etc. Not trying to change the subject. Okay, so with me, what I like is I like you said the square lamps. Let me just go. Let me just go here. Let me just show you what I would pick up. Because this is just I kind of rock with this product a lot. So you don't have to get the exact one. It's really up to you. But yeah, these are it. Let me go ahead and share. So right now, what I have a JVM softbox lighting at the house. If I'm at the shop and you're talking about square, these are the ones that I would get. The JVM 2-pack, these right here. These are it. You can't go wrong with JVM. "90 minutes, that's crazy. So I don't understand why Wall and this battery is still hovering over less than 2 hours with new drops." So, Neil, I'm glad that you brought that up, because that was the first thing I said. I think I'm gonna address something in this concise review about that, because now I want to do like I want to look into something. I want to look into something when it comes to them and the runtime. If they anything like the Phenom, it's a buy. Enforce blade is sharp enough, but versatile and ultra smooth. So these could be butter. The chop dock, that could be true. That could be true. I would definitely say this: having the Phenoms and this, yeah, I can see that. You said I have a huge issue with that. Yeah, I want to do some observation with that, to be honest. You're welcome. All right. Anybody else? Any other questions? What time is it? Okay, I got a little bit of time. I got 8 minutes. A strong 8 minutes. Then I got to switch gears. Now let me ask y'all this. How do y'all like y'all trimmers to feel in hand? Y'all like them to have like weight? Do y'all like light trimmers? Y'all like heavy trimmers? I think that we'll probably get a mix, but I'm just curious what the majority will say. Do y'all like light? Okay. Better yet, what weight do you like better? Do you like the Saber's weight better or uh the Cyborg trimmer? What weight do you like better? If y'all had, used them before. Yeah. I follow Campo. It's my dude. Good peoples. They are charging premium price for crappy runtime. Yeah, I'm gonna do some research on that. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna get some information for y'all when it comes to the runtime. But yeah, do y'all like light trimmers, lightweight trimmers, or something that has some weight to it? I'm curious. I'm medium. I don't like them too light. I hardly use my low pro FX1 because it's too light. Okay. Okay. Cocoa trimmer weight. That's kind of balance. That's kind of balance. He said, you know me, give me the saber. I respect that. High vis are perfect. Yeah, I agree. Honestly, having trust issues with the Andis cordless TI liners had three. All versions just so they stay and come on and off when it feel like what is the issue, please. Honestly, having trust issues with the Andis cordless TI liner had three all versions and just so the stay, just so the start and off, I'm stay and come on and off when it feel like it. Forever Young. Let me ask you this: have you reached out and let them know of your situation? Now, um, I don't have. How many of y'all ever had that problem with any of these trimmers? Oh, I got cover on it. Pac-Man, I was thinking the same thing. So the on and off switch always been a problem. Hmm. I've heard people have that problem, but I'm just wondering, like, out of the people that's here right now, how many of y'all had that problem from the first version till the last version you got? I think I like the Saber's weight because I have more control when tapping the line. With heavier trimmers, I feel like they fall hard on the line and may cut the skin easier. I respect that. I just got my motor change on my gold cordless Andis Masters. Same problem, even had smoke coming out of it. Oh nah, send that back. I don't care. Like me like for real, I don't care what brand it is. If it's smoking, send it back. Who changed the motor? They changed the motor. They took it in and changed the motor, and you got it back, and it starts smoking. Des, hop on YouTube. Oh hush. I want to get it, but I know they're gonna come out with the black matte black. Don't want to buy it twice. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. They do if they do come out with a color wave and being matte black, I get it. I would probably get that one too. Not only me, I got Barber with the same issues. You turn them on and all of a sudden they cut out and come on without turning the on and off switch. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, I send them things back, man. I don't play no games with none of that stuff. There's always going to be something like, you know, stuff being manufactured how they are today. You always find something that's like fell through the cracks. And unfortunately, there's going to be some of us that get those. But, I just think this to have open communication with this stuff when it comes up, send it back, let them fix it. That's my first thing. Your first response should be, all right, let me contact the company. That's what I do. If there's anything that has ever gone wrong for me, I go straight to them real quick. And also I send them a video. Go from there. My Babeless compact trimmer is fire. Is fire. Now let me ask you this, because I'm curious for all those that got the low pro compact trimmer. How is it all around? How does this work for y'all all around? X cuts. Concise, your JRL discount is concise, not concise 15. Hold on. Hold on. What you talking about? Let me see something. She's talking about Cletus. Where are you trying to the JRL? Where you trying to where you trying to get it on? Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to get it on. I used your code, but it didn't get purchased. You should what on JRL's website? If so, I don't have a JRL discount code. Maybe soon, but I don't have one. Not on their website. You'll probably have to use Williamsport. Man, I don't know all the places. Let me see. Yeah, you might have to use Williamsport. See, that's cheating. Granny Gems, that's cheating. As is, how does that blade work? Of course, if you put the chameleon blade, it hits. It's the chameleon blade. That's cheating. That's cheating. I'm talking about as is. They're going to change the switch if they make the GTX 3. How do you think they should change it? Let me ask y'all that. How do y'all think that switch should change? How many of y'all think this is loud? I did a decibel test, right, straight out of the box, and I also did a decibel test with, putting some and spraying it down, and also oiling the blades. There was a difference. I'll show you on the concise review. Oh my gosh. It's not cheating like EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game. I'm not mad at that analogy though. I'm not mad. You said I can't tell, but the M4s are loud. Okay, you said that's loud. Okay. As it is, it's a very nice lineup and beard trimmer with the graphite 2.0. Sometimes get caught. What is? Oh, as very nice lineup, graphite 2. Okay. I agree. Y'all think these? Let me see. Are these loud to y'all? Are the high vises loud? What's not a loud trimmer? Let me ask y'all that. Do y'all think the T45s is loud? Like either speed? You said these sound normal? These don't sound the same to y'all? Saber and Onyx. Okay. I agree with that. Yeah. The corded TL liners. That's we can't talk about those. Anything corded is gonna cheat. Man, they need to drop those new Cocos, new power button, and if they're quieter. Okay. High vis loud. Loud clippers and trimmers make my clients fall asleep. Oh my gosh. It was funny because I was live and my client was falling asleep today. I feel like I need to oil these. I can tell these are loud. And these are like, these are gap exactly the same. I had to gap these like this. Yep. That's why. Can't undo that video. But these to me, like, let's go decibel wise, right? When it comes to decibels, I think anything over like 72 is loud. Like for real. Like annoyingly loud. Well, yeah, I think 72 is probably like 71 is like, okay, I can deal with it. 72, okay. 73, 74 is like, nah. And also too, like the pitch of some things, like I'm gonna be real with y'all. Something can have the same amount of like decibels, like it could be the same, but they can sound somewhat, different. but one can just sound more annoying than the other. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's what I have experienced. He said they need to drop those new. What I mean, I think I seen the new Cocos, but I think I don't know. Like the Cocos, there's levels to me, and I think the Cocos, y'all might completely disagree, and that's that's okay. But I would compare them to the Clippers trimmer, even like performance wise and everything. I'll probably give it to Clippers, their new trimmer, to be honest, than the Cocos trimmers that they have out. I don't know nothing about their new stuff. What time is it? Okay. Is the nightshade louder than the silver hive is? As of right now, I think it is, but I'm gonna oil them up just to see if that's really the case, and also do a healthy decibel check. I need a razor sharp trimmer that hit crazy, and I can go in any direction when shaving the neck part of the beard without biting. Nothing been hitting for me lately. Ah, what have you tried? What have you tried, Nig? I would suggest some things, but I don't know what you have tried. You said semi-heavy saber. Okay. Yeah, me, I like mine to have a little bit of weight. It's just preference, you know. But yeah, this is my first impression, y'all. I really just want y'all to get an understanding that there is a difference in these two. I would expound on it even more. I will show you what I mean. I'll show you some cuts. I will show you some things that could, add or even take away from your experience. But like I said, we will see. Like, I know, you know, there's a lot of stuff that comes out, but it's not always going to be for everybody, right? So I'm not trying to sway anybody either way. What I'm just trying to do is just give you the information on what's out, what's different, and my thoughts on if it's a good buy or not. It's really up to you at the end of the day. These things could be $160, and somebody could be like, "Oh no, I'm not paying $160 for those. I'm gonna wait until they get to 120." So yeah, the high vis out of the box, but the Babeless and Cocos are just not giving that razor line unless I zero gap them. Then they bite the neck. Right. I mean, high vis out the box, it gives out sharp lines. But to me, that's all it does. Sometimes it doesn't do like the bottom of the neck area like nice and smooth. But that's just my thoughts. It's the only trim I have on my station. Okay. She cheating, bro. She not using it as is. She cheating. I'm playing. Good look. Yeah. Matter of fact, I would like to see that. If you got IG, I don't know if you have an IG, Granny Gems, but showcase it on IG. I think that would be dope. So people can see. Any other questions? Ah, I'll take one more, then I'm gonna get off. Oh, I forgot this ain't even connected no more. I just got the compact shaver, and right now it feels so nice and hand. Can't wait to use it. Yeah, I would love to know about it. Should be getting one soon. I want to compare it to the ones that I have already. I want to see what the real differences. There is some healthy competition when it comes to single folded shavers. I'll be honest with you. I feel like I use a good amount of them, so I don't mind talking about them. But all right, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Talk about these bad boys. Well, mainly the Silver Surfers of Andis. I think these things are, yeah, they valid. They valid. So we'll talk more about it. But I can tell you that already. I don't mind telling you that, but yeah. Of course, there's always some things, we could work on, but I'll let you know my thoughts. And also, I kind of will let y'all know where, I know where they're priced at, but I'll let y'all know where I would price them at. So I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all be blessed. Y'all take it easy.